So, hello everyone. In week 10, we conclude this course with the topic Rethinking the Future of Higher Education in Kazakhstan. Education systems worldwide continuously evolve, and Kazakhstan is no exception. Innovation, technology, and modern learning models are reshaping universities to prepare or better prepare students for the challenges ahead. Um, Kazakhstan faces challenges like developing teaching excellence, access to quality education, and the need to better prepare students for modern jobs that have mastered soft skills and hard skills. By focusing on innovation, improving teaching practices, and creating stronger connections with the global community, we can help universities grow and offer better education to students. Technology plays a big role in reshaping education. Online learning, digital tools, and AI are transforming how we teach and learn, making education more flexible and accessible. As for future outlook, the future of higher education in Kazakhstan looks promising if we embrace change. With the right strategies, our universities can become regionally leaders in education, preparing students for a rapidly evolving world. So, what I would like you to ask, so think a little bit, pause a little bit, and take a pen and pencil and think about um, these questions. You may take a pen and paper and write notes what you would want, think, hope, expect, and plan for higher education in Kazakhstan. Do you want to see a higher education system that is accessible, inclusive, and adaptive to the needs of students? A system where innovation and critical thinking are at the core, helping students not just gain knowledge but develop real-world skills. Do you think Kazakhstan's universities are at a pivotal moment, or maybe not? With the right investments in technology, curriculum updates, and faculty development, the system can evolve into one that is more competitive and better aligned with the demands of the modern economy, society, and culture. Do you hope to see stronger international partnerships and collaborations, more opportunities for students to engage in research and entrepreneurship, and a greater focus on sustainability and social responsibility within university programs? Do you expect that with ongoing reforms and support from both government and private sectors, higher education in Kazakhstan will continue to improve? Do you expect that private sectors will impact to university research or development? Do you expect that more universities are embracing digital transformation, blended learning, and interdisciplinary programs? Do you plan for higher education should focus on promoting lifelong learning, investing in faculty training, integrating technology effectively, and developing critical soft skills in students? Do you think that long-term strategies should include partnerships with industry and creating ecosystems where universities are key players in driving social and economic progress? So, the current state of higher education in Kazakhstan reflects a dynamic transition as the country adapts to global trends while addressing internal challenges. If to sum up the materials you have been reading, we can say that since gaining independence in 1991, Kazakhstan has been working to modernize its higher education system, moving away from Soviet-era models towards more globally integrated frameworks. However, several key factors highlighted the importance of rethinking and adapting to change in the sector. There are more than 120 universities in Kazakhstan, including national universities, private institutions, and international partnerships like Nazarbayev University, which sets an example with its Western-style education system. The number of students enrolled in higher education has grown, reflecting increased access to tertiary education. Kazakhstan joined the Bologna process in 1920, aligning its higher education system with European standards. This includes adopting a cycle system bachelor's, master's, and doctoral degrees, and promoting academic mobility and credit transfer systems. However, full integration remains a work in progress due to differences in state standard policies. So higher education in Kazakhstan is multilingual, we can say, with programs offered in Kazakh, Russian, and increasingly recent years, English. But what is the case of universities in municipal cities? The rise of English taught programs aims to attract international students and improve Kazakhstan's global competitiveness. And on top of that, the language of technology and science is mainly in English. Might be another challenge and a demand at the same time that English is needed to be integrated into teaching. On the other hand, academic language of Kazakh is staying in the shadow of the rapid involvement of technology and innovation. As for research, we can say that research output remains limited compared to global standards, although the government has invested in initiatives to boost research activities, particularly in science and technology. Now universities are fostering introduction of research-oriented education. As for internationalization, Kazakhstan is focused on increasing international collaboration, student exchange programs, and global partnerships. Scholarships programs like Bolashak enable Kazakh students to study abroad, promoting knowledge transfer and the development of human capital. Also, internationalization is taking place through opening of the branches of international universities nowadays. Quality versus quantity, right? If we talk about the adapting to changes. While access to higher education has expanded, ensuring consistent quality across all institutions remains a challenge. Many universities face issues like developing strong curricula, lack of qualified faculty, and insufficient research infrastructure. There is a need to rethink the focus on producing more graduates and instead prioritize quality outcomes. Another challenge we have to adapt to the changes, it's mismatch between education and the labor market needs. A persistent gap exists between the skills taught in universities and the demands of the labor market. Employers often find that graduates lack practical skills, which signals a need for higher education institutions to adapt their curricula to meet modern economic and technological needs. Sometimes employers complain about poor soft skills of graduates. And the third thing we have to admit that equity and access. While access to education has improved, rural and underprivileged populations will still face barriers because of the poor school education or language skills. And this points to the need to policies that ensure equitable access, digital inclusion, and support for students from diverse backgrounds. The fourth challenge is digital transformation. So the COVID-19 pandemic underscored the importance of digital education. While many institutions adapted to online teaching, there is still a long way to go in terms of infrastructure, digital literacy, and access to technology. The future of education in Kazakhstan will require a comprehensive approach to integrating digital tools in both teaching and administration. And the fifth challenge is sustainability of reforms. Many reforms have been driven top-down by the government, leading to concerns about sustainability. For lasting impact, there is a need to build institutional autonomy and strengthen internal governance structures within universities. The importance of adapting to changes in a rapidly globalizing world, Kazakhstan's higher education system must be adaptable to stay competitive. This includes embracing international standards, promoting innovation, and attracting global talent. And the other point we have to highlight is lifelong learning. As industries evolve due to the technological advances, higher education institutions must adapt to promote lifelong learning opportunities, enabling individuals to reskill and upskill throughout their careers. Sustainability and innovation is another point we have to accept and admit. Universities should play an important role in addressing global challenges such as climate change, public health, and economic inequality. Rethinking education for sustainability must probably have to become question number one. In conclusion, regarding the current state importance of rethinking and adapting to changes, we have to say that Kazakhstan's higher education sector is at a crossroads where rethinking policies, curricula, and governance structures is crucial. By adapting to the changing global and local demands, the country can ensure that its universities not only meet present challenges but also prepare students for the future. So this data provides an overview of the student population and the dynamics in Kazakhstan's higher education systems for the 2021-2022 academic year. Here what it means. So gender distribution. Over half of the student population, that is 53.4%, are women, reflecting a relatively equal gender participation in higher education. The slight drop in the percentage of women among newly admitted students, which is 52%, 52.7%, suggests that while more women are pursuing higher education, there is a near balance in gender intake. Student flow and new enrollments. This says it's 71.5 thousand new students joined in the previous academic year, while 163.5 thousand were accepted in the current year, indicating a significant increase in new admissions. So departures and graduations. So 68,000 students left possibly due to dropouts or transfers, and 162,000 completed their studies, suggesting a strong graduation rate despite the outgoing flow. As for the institution types, we can say that the majority of students, 77.5%, are enrolled in private universities, indicating the dominance of private education in Kazakhstan's higher education system. A smaller share, 21.7%, are studying in state universities, while only 0.7% are in foreign institutions, showing that international education options within the country are minimal. This data of student demographics and institutional distribution highlights the importance of private institutions in Kazakhstan's education sector and shows stable student enrollment and graduation trends with a relatively balanced gender representation.